The real or fake Sevan podcast on Instagram, jump rope tricks, and the CrossFit Games. That's what we're going to talk about today. Old Guy Inc., welcome to the channel. Do me a favor, please hit subscribe. And I would love to hear some comments on this topic. So I'm going to dive right in. So I follow what I believe is the real Sevan podcast account on Instagram. I feel somewhat comfortable in that because it shows up that Andrew Hiller also follows this account. I think there's like 14 some odd thousand followers on the Instagram account. So first and foremost, this is my disclaimer. If this is not the real Sevan, okay, this is a fake The Real Sevan podcast Instagram account, then somebody please let me know. Sevan, let me know. If you don't know that there's a fake account out there, then you might want to know it's got 14,000 followers, and Andrew Hiller seems to think it's real. I seem to think it's real. But because of an interaction I had today with somebody who was not you and some of the information they provided, I have some questions and some concerns. So, first of all, what is this in regards to? This is in regards to a post about the jump roping trick. And yes, I will describe to you why I believe it is a trick, which I think is different than necessarily a test of fitness. There are a lot of tricks that require skill that are not tests of fitness. And I will explain that later and let you know my point of view and my opinion. And I'm sure a lot of you will have a different opinion, and that's fine. So here's where this starts. So I'm going to kind of go down here to Instagram. And, well, you know what? Here's what I might do first. Let me just show you some videos of some jump rope tricks. So like right now, I'm just going to show you, this is a jump rope routine from a professional jump roper very recently in 2022. This shows you what's capable, what type of skill is required, athleticism, accuracy, balance, coordination, all that great stuff. I understand, okay? But this is what we've just opened the door toward. These are tricks, okay? This is not a test of fitness, even though it might take some fitness to do it, okay? This is not a test of fitness. This is a test of practicing tricks over and over and over and over until you can perform that trick, okay? Now, what I'm also gonna do is show you another video. Now, God bless this lady. This lady is awesome. She is phenomenal. She is on the road to fitness. And she's just getting started, and she's not necessarily anywhere near as good as this professional athlete. However, this is not the epitome of fitness. And yet this person can still do double unders, they can do tricks, they can do crossovers. There's more clips of the video where she's actually practicing double under crossovers and hits one. I'll see if I can grab that clip specifically. So the point of the story is, you do not have to be fit to be able to be skilled and pull off tricks. So this is what my whole point is around. I'm not talking about hundreds and other movements and all these different things we could get into. I am just talking specifically about that jump rope trick in this particular incident. So that is what this is in relation to. So on the real, I'm not so sure, Sevan podcast Instagram, there was a video posted of Matt Mursky from the 2008 CrossFit Games documentary, Every Second Counts. And he is performing, amongst other jump rope tricks, a double under crossover. And so this post says, "This look familiar?" Matt Mursky, 2008 CrossFit Games competitor, performing crossover double unders in Every Second Counts. Sometimes to go forward, all you have to do is look back. So, in my opinion, I took this as support of the double under crossover trick, and that this is something that is a legitimate test of fitness. And once again, based on the videos I just showed you, and someone who's clearly not very fit, able to perform tricks similar to this, I don't think it's a good test of fitness. So what I said is, my response to what I thought was the real Sevan, who kind of made this post, right, on his Instagram, I replied, "It's not that hard to find videos of people practicing tricks and doing stupid shit. Just because it's on video or someone has done it does not make it appropriate for a legitimate test of fitness. That was my response. So I heard back from the Real Sevan podcast, and it says, at Clay at Old Guy Inc., why is it inappropriate for a test of fitness? Why is it inappropriate for a test of fitness? And here, I'm going to try to put my answer up on the screen. It was long, so I'm also just going to read it to you. So I think I'm talking to Sevan. I think he posts this video. I think that he reads my response, and he's legitimately interested in why I think it's inappropriate. So I am not a smart ass. I try to give a good answer. So here is my answer. So let me read it to you. I said, great question. And obviously just my individual opinion. With all due respect, because I think I'm talking to Sevan, here is my answer. I draw the line when it comes to skills and tricks. It is without a doubt a gray line, but let's dive into skills and tricks a bit deeper. Shooting, like with a gun, shooting is a skill. Platform diving is a skill. Cornhole is a skill. Darts is certainly a skill. All skills do not make for appropriate tests of fitness. I think we could probably agree on that. Now let's look at tricks. A double under crossover is a trick. One of many tricks performed by professional jump ropers. A McTwist is a trick on a skateboard. A can-can is a trick on a BMX bike. A double crossback and a forward 180 are other examples of jump rope tricks. A trick, although requiring skill, is not by default an appropriate test of fitness. Where do we draw the line? Is the skill of a balance beam routine or an uneven bar routine or a host of other jump rope tricks, like I have shown, now on the table as legitimate tests of fitness moving forward? How do you not even follow a linear progression of single unders, double unders, triple unders to quads? All of these jump rope skills can be found in videos on the internet being performed by CrossFitters. Taking a 90-degree turn into a jump rope trick as opposed to testing a linear progression to triple unders and quads is a bad precedent, and in my opinion does not represent a legitimate test of fitness. Thanks for the question and love your content. So, once again, trying not to be a smartass, took the question seriously and answered it very seriously. Let's see. And so what do I get back? I get back, I gotta find these. This is important because other people are asking questions too. And then somebody asks like a question about, hey, this is what this person said. So Liam Brown M says, hey, we answered your question. It would be nice if you could give us what you think about it, unless of course you are already closed-minded about it. So this person's saying, hey, you asked Clay a question directly. He answered the question. Are you gonna follow up? Are you gonna give some feedback? Do you think Clay's fucking nuts? Do you think he made some good points? What's up? So the Real Sevan podcast responds, Sevan doesn't run this account. People don't normally answer their own questions. That's not the point of asking a question. Okay, so first of all, what the fuck? So this is not Sevan. So once again, if Sevan knows this is a fake account and I'm some sort of fucking idiot and I don't have the real account, then, I look like a fucking dumbass. So I'm asking the question legitimately. Sevan, is this your account? Like, I want to know. Because if not, I got duped, and everybody can laugh at me in the comments, because I thought that I was talking to Sevan. I thought this was the Real Sevan podcast account. It appears to be. I don't know. I can't find another one. So I thought that was a pretty shitty answer. First of all, I find out I'm not talking to Sevan, and then I find out whoever's running this account doesn't understand that is the point of asking questions when you host an online account. Like, that's called an opinion. When you offer up a question and then you give your answer to that question, that's your opinion. So everybody has an opinion and everybody shares their opinion. That's the whole point. So I don't understand that. I mean, it says people don't normally answer their own questions. Of course they do. Of course they do. So anyways, I wrote back, so I responded back to that and said, of course they do. This is a ridiculous response. I think Sevan, because I still think now maybe Sevan's involved somehow. He just has somebody helping him who's an idiot. So I still say, hey, he should indeed give his thoughts and feedback on answers he receives back from people he specifically asked questions to. So once again, what I'm getting at is I understand he's busy and he has someone maybe helping with his Instagram. But I thought he asked me a question directly. I responded directly to that question. So I'm saying, hey, it's one thing not to answer everybody's questions, but if you ask somebody directly a question, then you should probably respond back. That's what I'm trying to say there. So he responds back and clarifies, Clay, Sevan didn't ask the question to begin with, like we said above. Was just interested in why you thought it wasn't a test of fitness. So he's clarifying that there's no Sevan involved in this process whatsoever. So once again, perhaps I've just been duped into a fake account. So I respond, well, then you should respond. Meaning, whoever's posting this question and then tagging me and saying, hey, Clay, why do you think it's not a legitimate test of fitness? And starting this dialogue, and then I give an answer, I don't understand. So there you have it. There is my first part of this whole video is this really the real Sevan Podcast Instagram, or is this the fake The Real Sevan Podcast on Instagram? So here's what it is. It's The Real Sevan Podcast. Is that not the right one? So help me out, people. Sevan, if you're out there, help a brother out. If you have a real Instagram account in which you're actually asking the questions and then you actually respond to questions, I need to know. So it's okay if someone's helping you, but if this is really your account and this is the guy that you have pretending to be you, not good. Not good at all. That's my personal opinion. I don't, and it doesn't sound like he's a very bright guy either, saying that people don't normally answer their own questions. I'm going to repeat. That's called your opinion. When you answer your own question, that is your opinion on the topic, and that is what everybody does. That is what social media is all about. That is what posing questions and debating and going back and forth are all about. So my personal opinion on that is that's a ridiculous answer, just like I said. So the other part of this whole thing is just to dive in specifically to this debate about double under crossovers. Now, the double under crossover, as I said, it's just an example. Here's the thing. You want to know why I'm not biased? Because I can knock the shit out of double under crossovers, okay? I can jump rope. My wife used to be on a jump roping team. So double under crossovers, dude, okay, I'm kicking ass in that event. I think it's dumb because it sets a precedent of where the fuck does it end. It's a trick. It's clearly a trick. I've shown a video that somebody who is clearly not very fit, although God bless them for trying, they're clearly athletic, they clearly have skill, they've clearly been practicing, but they're not a specimen of physical fitness and they're able to perform these tricks. And if you were to watch this whole video, I'll put the link. This person's just starting, they're practicing, they're working with the coach. Okay, so I'm sure they're gonna get in a little better shape, but give this person a few more sessions, they're gonna be knocking out double under crossovers and other tricks, and they are far from CrossFit Games material. That is not a personal attack on this wonderful, beautiful woman who is kicking ass at jump roping in any way, shape, or form, okay? But I do think it's undeniable evidence that you don't have to be one of the fittest athletes on the planet to be able to perform this trick. So just because something has skill involved, have you ever seen somebody shoot archery while riding a horse? Okay, that, I don't remember the name of it, but like equestrian archery, okay? That is a sport. And I'm telling you right now, can you imagine doing that shit? Okay, just riding a horse alone is fucking dangerous. Now you gotta try to shoot a target while you're moving on a horse with a bow and arrow. There are so many sports and activities that require skill training, athleticism, balance, coordination, accuracy. That does not by default make them good tests of fitness. So people have got to get over all this. You got to be ready for the unknown and the unknowable and the 10 general physical skills. Dude, there has to be a line, and I'm repeating myself. I could go on. Have you ever tried bowling a 300? Have you ever seen somebody throw 3 darts in the bullseye, one right after the other? Do you have any idea the amount of skill, accuracy, coordination it has taken to hone that? Have you ever seen somebody perform backflips, twists, cans? Have you ever seen Tony Hawk on a skateboard? I mean, holy mackerel. Tricks are awesome and they require athleticism, but there's a difference between athleticism, practicing something and getting good at it, and fitness. That is my opinion. So I understand it's a gray line. I will make that clear because you could argue that double unders are a trick. So I'm not going to deny there's a gray line, and I'm not saying I have all the answers. What I'm saying is specifically with this jump rope microcosm is if we did singles, we did doubles, okay, just like this video from the 2008 Every Second Counts, I can pull up videos, and I'll look for some again if I have time, of CrossFitters doing triple unders and quadruple unders, okay, CrossFit videos, okay? So why aren't we doing a linear progression? It's like wall balls, right? We went from a 10-foot target to a 12-foot target for the men. That made sense to me. That was a linear progression to make something harder. We didn't just all of a sudden take some 90-degree angle turn and now you got to throw your wall ball sideways. Okay? No, it was a progression that made sense to make the same skill harder. So why are we skipping triples and doubles and going to tricks? That is the question that I'm posing. That is my concern, because I take that now and I say, well, how does that relate to gymnastics? Okay? Because you want to know what else is an incredible skill that takes balance, coordination, accuracy, strength, flexibility, is a balance beam routine, or an uneven bar routine, or how about seeing a dude on a pommel horse, or seeing a guy do a session on the rings, right? Iron crosses and flips and trips and twists and boom, I stuck the landing, right? That shit takes practice, and it takes all the 10 general physical skills. Does that mean those things are now open as opportunities to test gymnastics? I mean, at some point we got to draw a line. We're a sport. We want to be taken seriously, and it is super important that we have some sort of parameters. The unknown and unknowable can only be used so far, right? Athletes will fail at the margins of their experiences. Okay, but should you really be experienced in riding a horse and shooting a bow and arrow, even though that might meet a lot of the general physical skills? Should you really be able to perform a balance beam routine or do some shit on the pommel horse? I mean, maybe some things, I'm not saying they're all off the table, but some shit needs to be off the table. Otherwise, one event's going to be cornhole, because there's a lot. You got to balance, you got to have coordination, you got to have accuracy, okay? I mean, are you serious? So you just can't keep throwing these terms out. 10 general physical skills, the unknown and the unknowable. Athletes will fail at the margins of their experience. So what, now we have to experience everything? There's absolutely no limitations. So if you can't tell, I get a little red and worked up about it because I don't like it. I think we've just completely opened the door to do anything. So now you got to go into your affiliate, get online and look up professional jump ropers and be like, well, shit, they already did the double under crossover, so what's next? Maybe it's the double under crossover, let go of the handle, flip it, catch it, twist. Have you seen these people do cartwheels and backflips while they're jump roping? Do we need to be practicing that now? So I think I've beaten a dead horse. And you might say, oh, Clay, you're just taking it to the extreme. No, I'm simply asking the question, are we going to draw some sort of lines, or have we now opened the door that anything that requires skill, balance, coordination, accuracy, flexibility, strength, coordinate, whatever, anything that falls under those categories, any trick, anything you can perform with any implement, any gymnastics movement is now on the table as a legitimate test of fitness? That's my concern. I would love to hear what you guys think about it. And Sevan, if this is not your account, dude, then shame on me, but none of my points are invalid. I've admitted from the beginning. My question is whether or not that is your account. If it is, I don't think somebody else should be running it. If it's not, let me know your real account. But that wasn't really the point of this video. The point of this video really was, I think, what I just made and ranted for the last 10 minutes. So hit me up in the comments, guys. Like the video, dislike me. I don't really care. I think it's a great conversation. I think it's a great topic. I love debating with people respectfully, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinion because I certainly have one. Thanks.